Fala aí, salve, salve galera gamer, eu sou o Rafa Ghost, está começando mais uma Renega Live aqui na RenegaDoom Games. Continuando aqui, ó, segunda parte de Syberia. Dona Kate Walker aqui. Vamos lá, missões e mais missões. Encontre a loja de Miller. Explore as bancas antes de falar com o vendedor de antiguidades. Eu vim de onde?
Typical of the town, judging from what I've seen so far of the architecture here. An antique shop, but not the one I'm looking for.
Uma coisa pra cá. Tem uma escada aqui. Não dá pra passar.
Miller's? Oh, straight ahead, Fraulein. You can't miss it. Hello?
No, that isn't the antique shop I'm looking for.
Müller und Söhne? It's just over there, on the next corner.
Feels like I've completely lost my appetite since the mines. And yet, Wagen is Müller und Söhne. Müller and son. This must be the place. I thought as much. So, Hans was here in Wagen after all. That hallmark on that sphere proves it. Wonder what that automaton was used for. I have to get a closer look. Well, that is if someone lets me in.
Explore as bancas antes. Mas aqui é grande, hein?
That reminds me of the souk of the Ukels. I really miss not traveling with them sometimes. Even Simon Steiner wouldn't have done any better. I hope he and his granddaughter are okay.
What an authentic district.
Aí.
Brings up memories too.
Agora
But I
pode
should focus
convender.
on the Muller shop now.
Inventory day. Ring 3 times for urgent matters.
You rang?
Yes. Sorry to bother you.
Hello. I mean,
My name is
guten Tag.
Kate
Herr
Walker.
Müller?
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I am stock-taking, if you will.
Oh, sorry to disturb you, but if you don't mind, I'd like to show you a painting.
A painting?
Yes, of someone I'm looking for. A girl who apparently looked like me.
Well, I'm rather busy. But all right. Show me.
You see? It has the name of your shop on it.
Yes, the label certainly comes from here. It's very old, though.
It's the only clue I have as to the whereabouts of the girl.
I see.
My guess is, whoever owned the painting must have been a client of the shop before the painting was stolen by the Brown Shadow during the Second World War.
That's all very possible. That was when the shop sold materials for artists. As you can see, we don't sell that type of article anymore. Do you mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. How could the case have come from your shop?
Going by the date, the painting must have been done in my grandfather's day. Back then, the shop sold materials for art, and this type of case would have been used to protect a painting, or to carry documents, a manuscript, or even sheet music. Apart from that, there's not much else I can tell you.
Do you know anything about the artist?
Well, I'd say the style is close to the naturalist school, which makes sense given the date on it. The signature is very faint. From what I can make of it... No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, Fraulein.
I've been told I look like the model in the painting. A slight exaggeration, no doubt. But is there any chance that you know who she could have been?
There's no exaggeration, Fraulein. Indeed, she does look like you. But I'm sorry, I've never seen her before.
Pity. You were my last hope.
I can tell you where it was painted, though, if it's any help.
Oh?
Yes, I'm certain. That's the refuge at the Silberspiegel. You can make out the mountain circus in the background. It overlooks Wagen and leads to the Swiss border.
Right.
You can get there by the tramway. Just head southeast and get off at the end of the line.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Mind you, there's quite a hike from the station to the refuge.
Oh, I'll manage.
Anything else, Fräulein?
Actually, there is. I noticed an object in your window there. A strange metal sphere which might work with an automaton mechanical heart I have.
Yes, it's an authentic Vorarlberg.
Do you mind if I try it?
No, not at all. Let me get it for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Parece um tatu. Vamos lá, coloque o coração de Oscar na esfera. O que é isso aqui? Carregador. O que é isso? Tem que estar corda?
Something's obstructing it. It moved. Maybe it can be opened. It moved. Maybe it can be opened.
Como é que faz aqui? Tranco.
Looks like there's something underneath its scales.
Ah, tem alguma pegadinha ali, ó. Opa. Isso é o peruzinho. Caralho. Pegar. Isso aqui acho que é pra dar corda.
Hans's logo.
29, 36, 70. Então, 29, como é que era? 36, 70.
Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over.
Caraca. Porra. Ah, o coração. It's alive! It's alive!
Fascinating.
Porra, não tá tu mesmo.
Oscar?
Hello, Kate Walker. O Oscar virou um tatu, mano.
Oscar, I'm so glad you're back among the living.
Delighted to see you too, Kate Walker. But I seem to have an internal management issue. This host body's instincts seem to be at odds with me, and...
Oscar, is everything all right? Oscar? Oscar, come back!
Oh dear, I can't control myself. Help, please, Kate Walker. Help me.
Oscar, where are you going?
I can't help it, Kate Walker. It's taking me away.
Oscar! Wait! Come back!
I am out of control, Kate Walker. Help.
Hey, what the?
Kate Walker! Help!
Oscar!
Ah, pra mim foi. Derrubou.
That thing is crazy.
Oscar, answer me! Oscar! Oscar, are you there? Oscar! Talk to me, Oscar! Oscar, answer me! You seem an automaton, like a small animal.
Oh, I sure did. The little bugger just rushed inside this coffer.
Puta.
Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the hell out of here with that pet of yours.
Hang on, Oscar. Just stay where you are, okay?
That shouldn't be a problem given the situation, Kate Walker. But please hurry. This host body's instincts are fighting me for control.
Cadê a chave?
Could be this one. Or another. Oh, come on. There must be a way to see which key is the right one for the coffer.
Tem várias chaves. Chave em forma de coração. Já? Primeiro?
There you... Oscar! No! Don't! Oscar, don't move. Oscar? Nothing here. Gotcha. What the... Oh. Ah, there you are.
My apologies, Kate Walker, but it seems I am unable to take over this body's instincts. It won't budge.
Hang in there, Oscar. I'll find something to force it out. I mean, you out. Whatever. You know what I mean. No, I can't use that. Hey, wait a second.
Kate Walker, what are you...
Sorry, Oscar. It's all I could come up with. You need to fight it, Oscar.
Help!
Vamos ver pra cá.
Fight it, Oscar!
But I can't!
You can do it, Oscar. I know you can. He's trapped in a dead end. Got him now. Oscar, what are you doing?
I am unable to control the beast's infernal instinct. Help me, Kate Walker.
Okay, calm down. Good boy. Nice and easy. Atta boy. Who wants a treat? If you come now, I'll give you a treat. Come here now. Come here. Who's my boy? Come here now. Oh, he's such a good boy. Come on. Oscar! Oscar, don't! Oscar! Oscar, please! Come back! I need you!
Desistir não, pô. Never surrender. Vai ter que desistir. Então tá. Encontre Oscar. Volte e veja Miller.
What the hell was that beast?
No, not again. Not Oscar. Oh, darn it. Why do I have to lose everyone I love?
So, couldn't you catch it?
No, sorry. I lost your Vorarlberg sphere.
Oh, forget it. Nobody wanted it anyway. And it was taking up window space. Automatons don't fascinate people like they used to. I imagine you're the only one who will notice it's gone.
It's a terrible loss indeed. More than I could say. But thanks for all your help anyway.
You are very welcome. Good day to you, Fraulein.
Thank you, Herr Müller. I'm off to the mountain refuge you told me about. Good day. Come on, Kate. Herr Müller gave you all the pieces of information you needed. And Oscar must be long gone now. Better move on to the tram.
Can't be this way.
What the hell is my broom doing here? The damn thing is on the loose, huh? Well, good riddance.
Pegar o bonde. O refúgio. Syberia. Vamos lá, chega o refúgio.
Not exactly welcoming. I'd better find no one here. Hardly surprising. Thanks, but no thanks. Ah, how nice. The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers. It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting? Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Tá fazendo nada, né? Então... Bora fazer uma caminhada aí. Trilha.
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
Olha, 7,5 km. De ladeira, hein? Caralho. Admire a vista antes de partir. Como é que eu faço? Antes de partir.
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot. Wow. What a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. That is stunning. Oh, man.
Vai ter uma casa ali.
I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going. That is stunning. If what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby, on the other side of those mountains. I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking. What the hell was that?
Vai o ET Bilu aí. Inspecione o memorial dos soldados da resistência antes de partir.
Now, what do we have here? It doesn't look old at all. In memory of all mountain resistance fighters. Too bad I can't take a break. That would have been a nice place to sit for a minute. Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains. That was one heck of a walk. Oh, come on. A ladder now? Okay, let's just do this. Pretty sure there must be another way. Oh.
Montanha de Wagen, refúgio Syberia.
Finally. Oh. That must provide energy to the refuge. I've seen that before. That must be it. Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere. No matching points here. I should try something else. Okay. A lot of rocks over there, and in the painting. But I need some more specific comparison points. Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same. That's not specific enough to draw any solid conclusions. No, it doesn't match. Looks similar, sure, but it could just be a coincidence. I need to find more accurate clues.
Céu. Céu igualzinho.
Beautiful sky in either case, but that's not enough.
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
That rock wall, it can't be a coincidence. Wow, hardly changed at all.
Eita porra.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Beautiful.
It is called the Silberspiegel. Our
Silver
local
Spiegel.
pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see?
And why is that, Fräulein?
For a start, I've lost everything, including people very dear to me. I think you know what that is, right? And the girl in the picture has given me a reason to go on. It might sound strange, but it's like some kind of calling.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh, Demoiselle Lenny.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days. It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis. Oh, handsome as a Greek god he was. And an Olympic champion, no less. Very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me. Would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny, he would say. In French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there. Debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one, Frank Hoss was his name. Preferred his own company. Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana Roze. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go around taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
That's the girl. Off you trot then, my lovely. Keep smiling, and you'll have them carrying your tray for you.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
One Spitz mais Burn e 2 nível. Cara, Spitz, Burn, nível. E aí? Inspecione a pintura na mesa. Pintura na mesa. Inspecione. servir um copo de spitz. Vamos ter que pegar o copo.
So this is the Spitze.
Boa. Mas spitz com nível. Não, com burn, é isso? Tá.
Here's the Nebel.
Dois níveis.
The keg's empty. I need to change it. That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
O bagulho ali, inspecione a pintura na mesa. Prepare o pedido do cientista. Anote pedidos no terraço. E ajuste o fogão. Ir.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square. Better try another one. Looks all good to me. Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. Must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen. I need to add more wood in the fire. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow.
Falta lenha. Onde é que tem lenha?
This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Ah, não teve tempo de consertar, beleza.
Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it. It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Ah, tá aqui a pintura.
those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Dana, tenho um favorzinho para pedir a você. Leon, o jovem alpinista, está tentando me vender uma de suas pinturas. Ele as fez em seu tempo livre. Garanto que elas não são obras-primas, mas são bem pintadas. Pelo menos eu consigo distinguir os objetos delas. E eu ficaria muito feliz em colocar uma delas na minha parede. Além disso, Leon é um rapaz decente e atrai clientes. Já que seu pai vende pinturas e eu não entendo nada disso, peço que escolha uma delas para mim.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one. I think I'll pick this one. So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'll tell you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful. Pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Right. And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass of your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer, paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If and when we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team. The team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
I see. Now I get why it's called
O abominável Homem das Neves. Eu já lembro do Chapolin.
Whatever we find, whatever whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow, generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herbert.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes,
it means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
The way of the world, Herr Berger? I'm sorry, but in case you do not know, let me tell you what members of the Brown Shadow do to Vagarans like me. They smash windows. They assault innocent people for no reason at all. They are fascists and criminals, Herr Berger. With all due respect, don't you feel ashamed to be associated with such tyrants?
I would be careful when expressing such extreme accusations, Fraulein. There are always overzealous members of any party, always have been. And even so, we are not politicians. We do not claim to save humanity. Our job is to explain how it came about. Why, if the scientific community had to halt progress at every political crossroads, then humanity would never have advanced any further than Homo erectus.
Dana, chop chop. This isn't a French parlor, my girl.
Yes, Herr Gustav. I'd better go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Anote os pedidos no terraço. Olha só. Vou ter que pegar mais madeira. Consertar o fogão.
That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow.
Qual o problema do fluxo?
Looks all good to me. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Como é que eu conserto isso?
That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow.
Fala aí, Marco. Salve, salve, amigo. Tudo tranquilo? E aí? Quanto tempo? O que você manda de novo? Tô bem, tô bem. Tirando o calor que está assolando aqui a minha terra.
Better try another one.
Fora isso, tá tudo tranquilo.
Looks all good to me. Looks all good to me. No. Impossible.
No.
That one is loose.
Como é que mexe isso? Caralho.
No.
Já joguei Fórmula 1 Motorsport. Aquele do... Não, Forza não. Cara, eu baixei lá no Game Pass. Achei meio complicadinho de jogar.
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
Eu não entendi isso aqui. Se os clientes... Notar os pedidos no terraço.
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here.
Ah, o Forza Motorsport que saiu agora. Não, não joguei não. E você jogou? O que eu tenho que fazer aqui? Eu já não servi a galera. Os caras me mandar ir lá pra cima. Boa, boa. Cara, eu vi que o Fórmula 1 23 estava...
And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
Eu vi que tava de graça pra jogar esse fim de semana aí, mas acho que eu não cheguei a baixar não. Porra, eu já servi essa... Então tem que voltar com os copos, será isso? Deve ser. Tá em promoção? Boa. Eu peguei esse jogo aqui, o Syberia. Também tá em promoção na PSN. Cara, onde é que eu descarto esses copos? Ó, lá fora. Já tô no terraço, é isso?
No, we can do better.
Cara, eu te falar, aqui na minha cidade está fazendo 40 graus durante o dia, com sensação térmica de 50 graus Celsius.
Lenny, sweetheart?
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
Cara, tá surreal. Você liga a torneira, a água sai quente. É assustador, mano.
Who is this Frau Junta anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's why she likes filming Leon. Because he's young and handsome.
Lenny?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
Esse fim de semana tem corrida lá na Las Vegas, né?
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the center of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I live at the top of a building in a big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Ah, é? O horário aí é o quê? De madrugada? Que vai passar a corrida? Aqui vai passar de tarde. Ah, é 6 da manhã. Vai ter que madrugar então. Acordar cedo, vai acordar com... Acordar com as galinhas.
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
Eu também gosto de dormir, tá? É uma coisa que eu não abro mão.
A bit more to the side, darling, please.
Aqui geralmente quando tem as corridas lá na Ásia, aí aqui é de madrugada. Tipo o Japão, né? As coisas...
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him. I'd better not disturb them. I don't want to risk another scolding.
Já fiz todas as tarefas.
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look.
Que isso?
Madonna laces. The Silberspiegel, the heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge. According to Herr Gustav, only the most seasoned alpinists can climb it.
É, a Austrália também de madrugada. Cara, eu só costumo acompanhar as corridas que passa aqui de manhã, 10 horas, 11 horas. Eu já vi tudo aqui, né? Já.
That's it. Hold it.
Piano.
So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way, at least, I won't get rusty.
All right.
Fine. No more orders, and everyone's served.
That's the go. Now listen, Dana. I know, you know, the brown shadow is dangerous, right? So for heaven's sake, keep your feelings to yourself. And refrain from answering her burger back like you did, eh? The brown shadow is not something you can just chit-chat about.
But...
Look, it's not safe. And it will only come back and bite you. Mark my words, Dana. Especially in today's climate.
I only...
Dana, I know. Just be careful. No one wants problems with fascists. You get my drift? And maybe next time I'll give you advice, like I did earlier. Just take it. Just listen to old Gustav. Got it? If in doubt, before you go jumping in with your 2 feet, come and see old Gustav. Got it? So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for? Get back to your practicing and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then.
Tá lá trampando lá no
Thank you, Herr Gustav.
no empreendimento dele. De vez em quando ele faz live aí, tá fazendo live de Fórmula 1.
Some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Tá sempre cornetando a Ferrari, né? A Ferrari tá sempre aprontando aí. E vai tocar música. Não, o Fabrício tá bem, ele tá... Ele tá acompanhando a Ferrari aí. É sempre fazendo lambança.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
Falei que outro dia aí ele tava fazendo live de Fórmula 1. Ele pegou também o 23. Ele tava jogando aí. FIFA? Tô fora. FIFA tá muito caro.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
Mas esse esquema aí, é do Game Pass, né? Da Microsoft. Ou do PlayStation também funciona? Eu tô ligado que da Microsoft você consegue mudar a região, né? Ah, na Steam também dá? É uma boa, né? Na Steam sempre rolam as promoções legais lá. O problema é ter tempo pra jogar os jogos.
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Mudei o horário no trabalho, tô saindo mais tarde. Aí quando eu chego em casa já não...
Bravo.
É tempo de comer, tomar banho e dormir.
Oh, so you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel-rousing! It's this kind of rebel-rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessory to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
Agitadora.
You should have seen me then, Fräulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon.
Eles tocaram o piano.
I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
Eu não sei tocar piano, não.
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
What's the point? I can never compete with Dana.
Escolha uma maneira de espionar Leon e Dana. Pra janela.
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
Caralho. Vou lá pra cima.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it was your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again. And our neighbors, they couldn't care less. And neither could the authorities.
What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion.
Ele pinta.
And you can be my muse.
Ela toca e ele pinta. Você ligou?
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds.
Oi,
Everyone's
patafada.
going to bed, so you'd better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say. The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Tá bom, vai pra casa. Terminou a história.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be. In Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
Descubra informações sobre a região e suas histórias antes de abrir o cofre. Puta merda.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
Interrogar a véia.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learned when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Olha aí, Valladolid, onde tudo
The
começou.
price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going now. Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it. That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about. A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
Quem é esse cara?
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, the World Climbing Tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the pass too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or maybe it was young pranksters.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Tem mais coisas? Descubra informações sobre a região. Ainda tem mais. Vamos ver. Antes de encontrar o Paulo no sótão. Tem coisa pra cá.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid. Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it. An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday. Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days. This must be Lenny's room. Not sure I'm allowed in here, really. Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge. This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train. It's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about. She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
Caramba, travou. Meu Deus. Pronto.
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet. It's cold in here. Another of those cigar butts. There. But who could have left it open? Austere. Looks like a storage room. It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Ainda tem mais informação?
I guess there must be an access to the attic from the first floor. Take-up reel, like the ones used on old cinema projectors. I must remember to ask Lenny about it. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Aqui que tá o baú, é isso? É. Ai, ai.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Ajuste o painel da esquerda, ajuste a parte de cima do painel e ajuste a parte da direita. Porra, será que eu tenho que voltar pra falar com a mulher lá? Aqui eu não quero...
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Então deve funcionar no
Take-up
projetor.
reel, like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
E onde é que tem um projetor? Será que tá dentro do baú? Vou lá perturbar a véia.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
How did you meet Leon Kobatis?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate it. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room. But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist? And to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
Can you tell me about the resistance medal with your name on it?
Sure. I was in the Resistance. Not for those medals, though. Nothing but tin shards. You see, there's those who received medals, and those that were killed. And besides, they aren't going to give me my legs back, are they?
No, but they prove you played a part in the liberation of your country.
Nonsense. Nothing but bad memories. I'd rather not talk about it.
About Yunta's coffer.
What about it?
You wouldn't happen to know the combination, would you?
I told you before, I don't know it.
I'll be going then.
A véia não ajuda.
I should check each side of the coffer.
Ainda tem mais informações sobre a região. Porra. Por que eu tô deixando passar?
It's not the time to take the tram back. There's still a lot to do here.
Já falei com o cara sumiu. Já tá aqui.
Fraulein Lainey will end up catching her death of cold if she stays out like that.
Fala aí, Nerd Quest, seja bem-vindo, amigo. Boa noite. Tudo tranquilo? Tudo beleza, tudo beleza. Com você? Aqui quebrando a cabeça aqui nesse joguinho. Resolver uns puzzles aqui. Conhece o Syberia? É um adventure, né? É um jogo mais focado em puzzle. É, a franquia começou lá no início dos anos 2000. Esse é o quarto jogo. Ah, com certeza deve ter dado aí em algum lugar. O jogo é antigo. Tem que ver aqui. Aqui acho que é a montanha, né? Foto da montanha. Não sei, vamos ver aqui. Será que é isso? Opa. Não tenho a menor ideia do que seja esse treco. Inspecionar. Cara, é tipo um quebra-cabeça. Caceta. Que move isso? Será que só dá pra mover se eu resolver lá o... Pera aí. Eita, tá. Essa aqui é a foto. Tá. Aí, do lado esquerdo. Inspecionar. Eu também, assim, eu gosto de vez em quando, né? Só que quebrando a cabeça. Até agora os puzzles estavam de boa, agora esse aqui, pô, esse aqui acho que vai dar trabalho. Podia dar um aviso sonoro dizendo que eu acertei aqui, né? Ou não, né? Será que é isso? Aqui tem uma linha. Tá meio esverdeado. Acho que é esse aqui mesmo. E aqui? Isso aqui parece isso aqui. Olha lá, ajuste o painel da esquerda, ajuste o painel da direita e ajuste a parte de cima do baú. Ah, isso aqui tá travado. Tem que destravar esse. Isso aqui seria a outra parte do inspecionar. Essas peças que não dá pra mover. Parece estar de acordo. Esse aqui tá... Essa aqui não. Opa! Cara, tentativa e erro. Ó, de um lado foi. E aí? O que isso aqui faz? Opa! Tá. Agora dá pra mover. Beleza. Puta merda, tem combinação também. Porra, aí vocês estão querendo demais. Tem que ir pro lado esquerdo que eu ainda não matei a charada aqui. Aí. Ó!
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Tá. Agora encontre os códigos. Simples. Sei lá quais são os códigos. Isso aqui. Caraca, meu irmão, isso aqui é pior do que questão do Enem. Deixa eu ver aqui nesse... Ó, 1945, preciso de... São 6... 13 de abril de 45, será? Acho que não, mas...
A medal for acts of resistance. And it's got Lenny's name on it.
30445, acho que...
The mechanism is blocking it.
E agora?
won't budge. There must be a way of unblocking it somewhere else on the mechanism. I have to put in a coin. Typical.
E eu tenho moeda? Ah, tem. Ó, essa porra deve ser essas latitude e longitude aqui, ó. 90, cadê? Cadê o cursor? Entendi. Agora sim.
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
Só isso?
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the alchemist mentioned must be inside.
13.
Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Dá pra tirar foto. Aí, latitude 127. Portões do inferno. Ok.
So that's what they call the Devil's Pass.
Será isso? $72. Meia três. Porra. Vamos tentar, né? Vai cair um toró. esse é isso, 108, 127. Porra nenhuma. Ah, mas deve ser das fotos, né? Tem que ver as fotos, né? Porra, também tô miguelando aí. Deixa eu ver, ó. Essa é 108. A da direita é 108. Essa não é. Então é alguma outra. Cara, acho que é essa aqui. É 063. Ou essa aqui. Então é 072 com 108. Vamos ver.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
É tetra! É tetra! Ô, malandro! Conseguimos! Fica aqui, inspecionar. R2.
I'll need a key to open it.
Porra, sempre precisa de uma chave, né? Procurar. Aqui tem um filme. Rolo de filme.
Vaughan Refuge, 1937. Juntas films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Então, a carta.
Looks like she didn't note down the end of her meeting with Dana. But it might still contain the info I need to open the coffer. No doubt Junta must have written this. Summer 1937.
Porra, não fiz a parada.
The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine. Same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow. That looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Graças a um documento encontrado por Kate em 2005, você pode reviver os eventos do passado descritos pelo registro. Use as informações obtidas por Dana no passado para avançar com Kate. Pressione L1 para trocar entre Kate e Dana. Ah, maneiro aí. Olha. Show. Cara, eu vou encerrar a live aqui que vai cair um temporal. E eu não quero o meu videogame ligado quando tiver esses trovões aí. Valeu, valeu, até a próxima.